Say our home, where we come home. Home is where I'm. Ethan, what's up? Did you get better at Call of Duty yet, or no? He gonna come in here talking shit. Home is where I'm with you. Yo, let's see this weekend. Yo, Ez. All right, yo, Ez, I'm using this thing. So we got no mic problems today. It only took me like 2 weeks to figure this shit out. Did I? Don't play with me, Ethan. Home is wherever I'm with you. All right, let's start answering questions. All right, cool. Yo, so Q&A, fitness, nutrition shit. First one, what's your thoughts on supplements like pre-workout and all that? So, coffee is a pre-workout. You can also buy pre-workout products. It's not bad, it's not good. Here's the good thing with it, right? It gives you fucking energy and it's amazing. And it depends on what you get. Something like C4, why am I yelling? Something like C4, I definitely would not what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't drink that anymore just because I'm not a fan of pre-workouts that give you a tingling sensation. I don't need it. Then there are some pre-workouts that don't even have caffeine, and I don't understand that. So the good thing with pre-workouts is it can give you energy immediately. The bad thing with pre-workout is depending on your caffeine sensitivity, it can keep you up all night. It can give you jitters. It can give you shakes. Also, if you take it at night, you're probably not going to get good quality sleep. All right. So another thing that I've transitioned away from. So if I need, Kurt McNeil, what's up? Good morning. So if I need energy and I'm working out at nighttime, and I don't want to take a pre-workout, what I used to do was take Sour Patch Kids. But after this year, going to the doctor and getting a checkout, I am no longer, how do I say this? Sour Patch Kids is like a last resort, and instead what I choose to do, let me wave. And instead what I choose to do is have fruits, right? Sliced apples are amazing. Banana is amazing. What else? Blueberries are amazing. Like any type of berry option would be a great pre-workout or like intra workout. So like sometimes as I'm working out and I'm getting tired, I'll have fruits. I'll eat sliced apples, I'll eat berries. Definitely not a banana like during a workout because I might go to the bathroom. And so we don't need to interrupt our workout session. All right. So the second question is, fam, McDonald's pancakes be calling me sometimes. They fit into macros. All right, so I did a quick Google search on this. McDonald's hotcakes nutrition facts. Here's the thing, right? Here's a hack to a majority of everybody's questions when they ask about like, oh, is this healthy or not? Is look up the food and then look up nutrition facts or fatsecret.com. There's a couple nutritionics.com. Yeah, McDonald's definitely used to hit. And that will answer your questions before you ask anybody else whether something is good or not. So looking up at these hotcakes menu or the hotcakes nutrition facts, 15 fat, it's too much. 9 grams of protein, not bad. But another thing to think about is like when you're eating food is to never choose foods, especially like some foods might be like this, but a whole meal should not have more protein, a whole meal should not have more fats than protein. That's something easy that anybody can remember, right? So this has 15 grams of fat, high. 600 milligrams of sodium, high. 102 carbs, high. And what else? 2 grams of fiber, low. 9 grams of protein, low. It's only low because of how much fat there is in it. So what I would do, if you want to have hotcakes, what I would do to pair that with is a protein shake. I don't know how enjoyable that's gonna be, or egg whites. So when you get hotcakes at McDonald's, get egg whites with it as well, and then you can just offset the fats and then make it more like a high protein breakfast. All right, third question. How do you find the discipline? You don't find discipline, you create discipline. Um, how do I answer this? For the past, before the pandemic, it was very easy for me to work out, for me to stay healthy, because that's how my schedule was. My schedule forced me to be productive. My schedule forced me to work out, to eat healthy-ish, right? During the pandemic, everything went out the window. Everything. I didn't have to wake up early for work, which meant at nighttime I could then habeshas. Good morning. Dananesh. I'm good. Sabah al khair. So how do I find the discipline? So during the pandemic, my discipline went out the window because no longer I was no longer forced to wake up early for work. Yo, Shiloh, good morning. I didn't have to eat healthy at night. So what that meant was during the pandemic, I was smoking like crazy and the munchies was wild. And I would wake up the next morning with like a stomach ache, but I didn't have to go anywhere. So I could just sit at home and chill. The gyms were closed, but I was lucky enough that I worked for a private gym. So I can go and work out by myself and not have any problems, right? So it wasn't like I would work out in the beginning, I think like 5 times a week. And then, yo, good morning. I would work out 5 times a week in the beginning of the pandemic, but then I just didn't care after a while because when you see everything closed and nobody give a shit, it rubs off on you. At least for me, it did. And yeah, I smoked a lot. I ate a lot. It went from 5 workouts to 3 workouts to 1 to 2 workouts a week. And then what else happened? Yeah, man, I lived like that for like definitely the next 6 months. So for 6 months when everything was closed, it was fucking amazing. I'm one of the people where okay, I'm getting away from the answer, from the question. The question is, how do you find discipline? So for almost 2 years, I didn't let go of those habits because if you can build habits, right? It's so hard to build habits that last, but it's so easy to break it down and not come back and just like lose it forever. Well, not forever, but lose it for a very long time. So how did I find the discipline back, right? During the pandemic, I gained 50 years. I got a few days more left in April, but the past 2 months, I've lost 30 pounds. I asked myself so many questions, not even so many questions. I asked myself questions every single day. What do I care about? What's worth it to me? What makes me happy? How do I want to live? I keep reminding myself through questions about like where I'm at physically, where I'm at mentally, where do I want to go, and am I tired of my own shit? So I'm also the type of person where I'm not weak like I'm not mentally weak, and I can talk down to myself, right? Call myself, oh, stop being a fat piece of shit. Stop doing this. Stop being a lazy this. Nobody wants to take advice from a personal trainer who looks fat, who doesn't even take his own advice. Nobody wants to work with a personal trainer who doesn't look healthy. Then in the beginning of this year, when I had health insurance and I went to go see a doctor, and this doctor told me my blood pressure was too high. I think it was like 140 over 80, something crazy. And he said if he's gonna see me in 3 months, and if I don't drop down my blood pressure by working out more, what else? By working out more, by doing more cardio, by watching what I eat, basically being in a calorie deficit, he was gonna put me on blood pressure medication. I am not a person who has blood pressure medication, bro. It's so I felt like my identity was attacked. And so I had to make changes. So I've been losing weight for the past 2 months, and you don't find discipline, you don't find motivation, you create it, right? If I feel like if you do not like motivation is like, oh, I feel like doing something good today for my health, I'm gonna do it. Discipline is it's on the schedule. This shit is important to me. I'm going to find the time for it, right? When you have a job, Your boss doesn't give a fuck whether you feel motivated to work or not. They create a schedule, you accepted this schedule, and so you show up every single day. So it's the same thing you do with your health, right? It's the same thing you do with discipline. What is important to you? What do you have to do today to make money? Good. Now, outside of that, what can you do to take care of your health? Megan, I'm answering your question right now. So if work starts at a certain time and ends at a certain time, you have a decision to make. Are you going to work out and take care of your body before work? Are you going to work out and take care of your body after work? So you create discipline, you create the time that you need to work out, you ask yourself questions about what's important to you, and then you make it happen. And this is another thing too, is like you can't be somebody who's discouraged from, oh, I didn't go to the gym today, I fucked up. Like, all right, cool, you're human. It's going to happen. I feel like you have to fail forward. And I learned that from my boy Mike a long, long time ago, is you can learn from failures and then you can fail forward, or you can fail backwards. And backwards is like, I just give up. And that's not an option, right? If you want to be, I'm not going to say if you want to be happier, because that's different for everybody. But if you want to find discipline, you create the discipline. How can you manage your own time? I feel like I was going somewhere with that. Anyway, that's it. So I'll try to clip that up and then put that on social media. What is the difference between reps and sets? How many of each should I be doing? All right, cool. So reps is how many repetitions of a single exercise. I love fall forward. How many repetitions of a single exercise, and then when you are done performing that, let's say it's 8 to 12 repetitions, 3 to 5, 10 to 15, 25 to 40, who cares? Once you are done with that, once you're done with that set of repetitions, that is a set, right? So for most people that I program, it's 3 sets of, if it's in the beginning, so how many of each should I be doing? In the beginning, I'm going for strength. Can we get you stronger in 1 to 2 exercises? And I'm going to go 3 to 5 reps, 4 to 6 reps, or 5 to 8. Then after that, it's going to be this, I don't want to say hypertrophy phase, but it's like hypertrophy slash strength endurance. So I'm going to be going for 6 to 10 reps or 8 to 12 reps. Yeah. And then towards the end of each workout, when you are fatigued and tired, when you don't have the energy when you just don't have any more energy, and it's more like accessory exercises just to do a few more like movements and few more reps or whatever, then I'm doing 2 sets of something higher reps. So like 10 to 15 reps, 12 to 15, 12 to 20, 15 to 20. And these are going to be exercises that are not going to be too technical. So it's not like you have to spend a lot of time. You don't have to work very hard, but it's just to work a little bit more. So in the beginning, we're doing 3 sets of about like, let's say 5. And then after that, we're doing 3 sets of about 10 reps. I'm just averaging shit out. And then at the end, it's 2 sets of something higher. All right, can I bench press without a spotter? I don't have a workout partner. Yeah, so if you're using the barbell bench press, then I want you to think about, do not put clips on the side of the bar. That's the safest thing. So let's say if you're failing a lift, failing a bench, and you can't get it up, you just roll over to the, move it to the side, move it to the side, and then the weights come off. I'll probably do a demonstration with that later on. Trying to lose weight here, but I don't know what to do. All right, so aside from the discipline thing that I talked about earlier, I want you to think about if you want to lose weight, it's governed by 85% of nutrition, right? I don't care how hard you work out. If 80 to 85% of the calories you're going to lose is from the foods coming in, then that is where the majority of your focus should be. There are so many calculators online. Find one, give it about 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, and try to hit those calories. So you have this thing called a calorie maintenance, and anything below that is a calorie deficit. And how extreme that calorie deficit is going to be based on whether you have the strength to be in a deficit for that long, the mental strength to be in a deficit, and also like it depends on how you want to live. So I was talking about this with a client yesterday, where if you don't have the mental fortitude to be in a 1,000 or 750 calorie deficit, even though you say like, I want to lose weight so bad and I want to have abs and this and that. what are you not willing to sacrifice in order to get to that goal? That's the first question, right? The first thing you should be thinking about. And the second thing is, if you think that losing 20, 30, 40 pounds and getting abs is going to make you happy, you're wrong. And I can speak from experience from someone who was 250 pounds and fat, and a person who went down to 187 pounds and I had abs. Like, even when you get more attention for having abs, one, it felt fake. And then two, it doesn't make you happier. So I realized, if you don't love who you are now, you're not gonna love who you become later physically. But what I will say is that who you become mentally is, and like on a character basis, is what you're going to enjoy and love more. So the first thing I would start off with when you're trying to lose weight is controlling calories, and also determining, like, are you a person that, do you enjoy going out multiple times a week? Do you enjoy drinking multiple times a week? Do you enjoy having food with family or friends? And if that's the type of person that you are, then I want you to understand that, like, fat loss, weight loss for you is going to be a little bit slower, because there's going to be a bunch of things that you are not willing to give up. The more shit you can give up, the faster you can achieve progress and lose weight. But if you think losing weight is going to make you happy, you're lost. It's not going to work. It doesn't work like that. So what did she say? Trying to lose weight here, but I don't know what to do. So the first thing is focusing on calories. Adrian, what up? Finding a calorie deficit that you can stick with. If it's and I know I said 1,000 calories and 750 calories. Think of it as, like, I think 15% is like a conservative deficit. Then 25% is moderate. And then I think anything above that is going to be like a severe type of deficit. So you have to understand, what type of deficit can you withstand, can you be in. Then after that, it's movement. So strength train is the menu, or the strength train is the main course. Cardio is supplemental. Cardio is something that you add to it. So I would start with one strength training workout. And if that's easy, go to 2, go to 3. Anything 5 or more, sorry, CrossFit people, 5 workouts or more, I think is overkill, especially for somebody who is just starting out. But you could probably do 5 all right, good. You could probably do 5 workouts a week if it's, what's the word that I'm looking for? 5 workouts a week if the intensity isn't so high. So a sweet spot is 3 workouts. Can you get 2 to 3 workouts a week? 4 would be great. And then add cardio as you please. So the easiest cardio that you can do, the easiest cardio that I've been doing, one, because, like, my feet hurt. All right, I was fat in the beginning of this year, and I was doing a bunch of plyometric jumping exercises that I didn't need to be doing. So I hurt my feet. So as a result of that, I strength train 4 times a week, and then I walk. That's it. I don't do anything hard. I don't do anything high impact. I walk for 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes 60. I do it on an incline of 15%, but my gym, my treadmill, it's fine at 15%. I go and visit my girlfriend, and at 10%, I'm fucking dying. So what incline can you tolerate? You don't even have to go on a big incline. But for me, I just like to work a little bit harder. The least amount of work to work a little bit harder. What else? I forgot what I was gonna say. And at a pace that you can tolerate. So for me, before the pandemic, I could do 3 speed on 15 easy. After the pandemic, and when I started to actually do cardio consistently this year, it was hard for me to do 3 speed. So I went down to 2.5, and then that shit hurt my ego. But I did that for a week or 2, and it felt easy. Then I bumped it up to 2.6. It felt easy after a week or 2, and then I bumped it up to 2.7. So what I would say is, control calories coming in. Strength train with some intensity. I watch TikToks on the treadmill. It helps. Yeah, I listen to audio. What's this shit called? To podcasts, to Audible books. Sometimes YouTube, sometimes Netflix when I'm walking on a treadmill, and I place my camera. I place my phone on the treadmill, and then I just go, and it's so easy. It's like, yeah. So control calories coming in. Strength train 2 to 3 times a week. Heavy. Like, don't go and do like 15, 20 reps and then not even break a sweat, right? You should always be lifting hard, and what hard means is like 1 to 2 reps shy of failure. Your goal should not be killing yourself in the gym, sweating a lot, being out of breath. That's stupid. So control calories coming in. Strength train, add cardio. It's an add cardio where it can be low intensity and you can do it every day. I have so many clients that don't want to do this shit, and I try to break it down with numbers. You either do 5 days a week at 30 minutes, or you do 7 days a week at 21 minutes. And those numbers are going to equal, I think, 150 minutes of cardio a week. And that's low to moderate cardio. And that's from like the CDC, or like what a health standard is. And then if you don't want to do low intensity and you don't want to do so many days, then you can do high intensity cardio at, I think, 75 minutes a week. And so you can break that up how you see fit, 15 to 20 minutes at a time. Okay. Will supplements, this is going to be the last question because I just realized I've been talking for a long time, and I appreciate everybody in here. So, will supplements help my workouts? If so, what do you recommend? All right, so coffee. Coffee is a supplement. This works. Protein powder. So I have two types of protein powder. One is like a meal replacement, and then one is a post-workout. And what the difference is like the digestion time. So the meal replacement is going to sit in my stomach for a little bit longer, and then the post-workout is going to be digested faster because it's isolate. It's made from like an isolate. So that works. What else? I'm trying to think of like supplement. Oh, creatine. Take creatine every fucking day. So that helps with recovery. That also helps with performance in the gym. And something else I forgot. But creatine is good. I feel like it also makes me a little bit smarter sometimes. Anything else? I take a multivitamin. Asma Mak. Good morning. I take a multivitamin. I take what am I taking now? Liposomal vitamin D3 supplement because the doctor told me my vitamin D levels were low. Larry, good morning. And then the last thing I take is full mega, which is omega-3 stuff. So I don't eat enough fish during the week. Salmon, that would be my choice because I just don't care. Also, salmon's kind of expensive. So those are the supplements that I would take, and they help me. But I would just say for anybody, try shit out. And if it works after like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then you can keep going with that. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've been talking for 22 minutes. I'm gonna chop up all of these questions and then make it into Instagram posts. So yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Have a great fucking day. I'll talk to y'all later.